Hello there, and thank you 1 million for joining us. Today we talk about sex education and teenage pregnancies. We sit down and find out the causes and consequences of teenage pregnancies on a family, on a nation, and on the world at large. I sit down with my gang of friends, Basil, who is a motivational speaker and language teacher, teaches literature in English and English language. And I also sit down with my partner in crime, Sylvia Windim. She is a professional blogger and event host. We sit down and talk about those taboo topics that even your grandmother is afraid to talk to you about directly. My name is Rapha, makeup artist and fashion designer. Guys, let's get into this.
Hey guys, hey Rapha, how are you doing? So today we're talking about teenage pregnancy. With the large number of youths that are currently unemployed and are currently out of school, a lot of them are using their free time to explore their sexuality. But before this current reasons ever even came into play, one of the root reasons of teenage pregnancy continues to be the absence of sex education. A lot of our parents like to push it off to the other parent. A lot of our parents like to push it off to teachers of various levels of education to be able to tell us about sex and all these kinds of things.
The issue of teenage pregnancy is as rampant and problematic as that of malaria in our society, I must say, and that is what we must tackle. Who is to blame, Rapha? You asked me this question. Quite, difficult to answer. I personally think that the answer to that question will be very relative because people have different stories as to how they got pregnant. So it is only when you listen to such stories that you really know who to blame. And so the person to blame will vary. Is it the child? Is it the parent? Or is it the school they attend? Who is it that we should blame for this phenomenon? Should education for this be at home, in school? Should it be at home or in school? Well, Rapha, I think it should be at home and at school. Both must take care of this. But it should begin at home. The parents must take charge. And parents should learn to understand that you don't protect a child from getting pregnant. You train the child into understanding how to avoid being pregnant as a teenager or before getting married. You educate the child. You don't try to give the child the big dresses. You don't try to protect the child from going out. That is part of it. But it begins with the education. What you tell the child from birth, from the moment they begin to grow up, the things you say to them, the things you do around them matter.
Sex education should be a deliberate choice. Sex education should be an active activity. Make the children understand why they should not be parents while they are still teenagers. Now, there are lots of women that go around giving the idea that giving birth to your children really early makes you grow with them. By the time you're in university, the children are big as well, and all these kinds of things. But I will tell you that any teenage mother that is honest enough would tell you that if she had to go back in time, she would not want to give birth while she's still a teenager. You should take time to be a child, take time to be a youth.
So much has been said already, and this is the best we can do just to open up such taboo conversations, to get the ball rolling, just to get things kick-started. But you have a responsibility to play. If you're a parent, go out there and talk to children about sex. There's nothing wrong with it, because if you allow it for other people to tell them about it, yes, they might tell them, but it will not come from a well-grounded place like a parent can talk to a child. You should talk to them about the fact that if a guy penetrates you or if you have sex with a girl, you could contract sexually transmissible diseases. Talk to them about the use of condoms, male and female condoms. Talk to them about everything you know about sex. Guide them so that we can have a profitable society. That's all we have time for. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not yet subscribed, so that you can get notifications when new videos are uploaded.